This is Aldous Huxley, a man haunted by a vision of hell on earth. A searing social critic, Mr. Huxley, 27 years ago, wrote Brave New World, a novel that predicted that someday the entire world would live under a frightful dictatorship. Today, Mr. Huxley says that his fictional world of horror is probably just around the corner for all of us.
Stones in my pocket, powder on the scale. Pistol on my waist, I'm on my way to jail. Yo, this 61 Peter Robotic DJ, man. I got Souley 7 in here, man. This is live from 61st episode. Pressure Makes Diamond. A Souley 7 episode. We got Loud Mouth.
New Orleans, you already know. A lot of people need to know that off the rip, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just where I'm from, how I was raised, and where I was taught to put myself in there and out there, you know what I'm saying? You here, you got to put it on, you know, you got eyes, you can see. So let's do what it do and be what it be.
All right, so with that being said, man, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into it, man. Souley 7, how did you get your name?
Basically, you know, everybody know, you know, it's your soul, it's, you know, what takes over you, but I put the twist on it, kind of like leave, so Souley, you know, a lot of things was Lee, God Lee, you know what I'm saying, everything, so, I mean, I just took the Lee and added it to Soul, made Souley, and 7 come from the ward, I'm from New Orleans, so,
okay, so 7
it's 7 ward, so Souley 7, and I just ran it like that, Souley 7, I could have put it Souley 7 ward, but everybody know me in the 7 ward, so I kept it fresh. And yeah, that's how I got the name.
Okay, so let me ask you another question. Coming up in Tulsa, what made you, what broke you, you know?
Tulsa, it's a lot of real niggas. Like, I mean, as far as just building up their city type shit, you know, amping up the motherfuckers that's involved every day, daily, you know, kids or grown folks, whatever. Everybody bringing the energy that matters to the city to uplift it. So Tulsa always had a lot of strong guidance, and you just got to be about money. You got to be about getting something done with your life. You know, you ain't gonna get nothing if you ain't out there hustling. You know,
okay.
And so Tulsa just one of them spots like that.
Okay, what was your first contact with music and the message it gave you?
First big contact, I mean, besides being like a drum major, I was a drum major in school, but 18, performing on the university stage, just having that feeling like I can keep going the rest of my life. So that was kind of like one of the biggest music takeoffs that mattered, and that's what it is.
Yeah, I can dig that, man. I can dig that. Now, we're going to go ahead and bust into the next segment, you know, the movement, you know, what Souley 7 represents, you know. So what is the message you're trying to give with your music?
Basically just everybody know, you know, be yourself, but go out there with decent respect for the business and try to, you know, accompany everything, you know, everybody involved with the music, the business, everybody doing, you know, the most.
Most definitely. We're going to shout out Garcia Vega, too. We're going to get straight to it with the greenery. You dig? All right. So, what are some of the stories behind your biggest tracks? You know, like the moments that inspired you to make your tracks. You know?
Well, I really make my tracks, it's kind of like heartfelt, you know, so my verse going to be from the heart, but my beat is really going to be like something I want put out. So, you know, I didn't put out so much music, at least 50 songs and things like that. So a lot of people done heard a lot of music from me. So I just get the chance to sit back and, you know, even enjoy my own music sometimes. But yeah, just.
So you feel like you're comfortable with the microphone?
I'm very comfortable with the mic. It's just that I'm too involved with my own street life, and I know what it takes to be a big time star, so I'm probably just moving in that direction all the time.
Okay, we're gonna take a short commercial break. We're 4 minutes into it, man. I know y'all probably feeling this right here, man. Let me know if you guys want me to keep coming with this or coming with that. And you know what I know. All right. This live from 61st and Peoria. Be right back. You know what the hell going on. It's live and unfiltered, man. It's raw, man. We're going to be right the fuck back, bruh. And yeah.
We done.
You dig? All right. And we're right back in it. All right. So we're going to talk about what's going on in Tulsa right now. As far as you, your music, the politics, street lights, and just the economics that's going on with you. Do you want to expound on any of those topics?
I mean, work, obviously. So you got to be working. You got to have a job. You got to talk to a boss every day or some everyday basis. So that needs to be like a headline for you in the streets. So, and you really just, you moving around, you know, you judging a lot of the things you want to be about with your life, your career, and you studying a lot of the people around you to make sure you don't bring the wrong type of crowd with you or some type of attitude with you. So you should just really be yourself and you learn that, you know, the place you at, that's what you got to keep it cleanest. So, you know, Tulsa ain't, you know, no different than any other place. So it should be easy to just set your life straight and move forward. And even if I am gonna be a trial, yeah, what's up?
What's up, Ken, bro?
All right, so we're back in it. So let me ask you another question, Souley. How can artists that look up to you, how can they use their voice as a tool and not just entertainment?
As far as like me, I grew up with a lot of musical people. So even if they wasn't in my family, they was close around. They was doing music around me, and they was playing instruments around me. So it was basically putting me in this position to look for that in all the areas, all the directions I was headed, and it just was people knowing or noticing how I was doing the work I was doing. So I might have a girlfriend but still put out an album. I might have, you know, situations with a child or my child. And,
Yeah.
you know, so it's certain things that will be a serious point in how to keep that way. And I've always just known music and collaborating with people helps. So, you know, I took everything and just started thinking about it the right way, you know. Get money with people. Don't be so caught up in what you best at. Just know that there's people and y'all can be the best at everything.
Most definitely. I see that you're serious and you're in tune with what you're saying. You know, there's a lot of people in this world that come into the game, bro, and they think that, oh, I can just make one song and overnight
I'm a win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the winner. And the reality is the winner's already out and you gotta become one of them. You can't just win.
Took the words right out of my mouth, bro.
A winner. And
Deadass.
that's what it means to be a good, successful
so
artist.
Don't stop.
Yeah. So don't think that stopping is the key or has something in the business. It's just not.
We back in it, brother. Go ahead and say what you were saying during the commercial break.
Well, I mean, you know, this rap game, it's for positivity, you know, so we can't break from that, you know what I'm saying? That's the part of the industry we learn and teach. You know, some of us are already up, some of us are starting from the bottom, so we just have to look at it eye to eye, and we'll get the picture if we all on the same point.
It was a deep moment. I felt like I just had to go ahead and just press the record, bro, because, you know, I'll be having to cut in the segments and stuff. And another thing, man, let's go ahead and give a shout out, man. I'm shouting out Loudmouth the Truth, bro, because he's been here and he's supposed to have commentary, but he's over here, you know what I'm saying, messing with the always delicious European cookies, classic shortbread. You know about them shortbread babies, man. It's going down in here, though. Yeah. But between me and you, man, hey, Loudmouth, so far so good. Is there any commentary that you feel like you know from what stands out to you about Souley?
On his raw intent to bring a sound that he has grew up in to the world, pretty much what I've gathered. Do I think he's gonna be a great artist? Yes. I think he just hasn't got the exposure he deserves. But when that happens, he's gonna get out there and people gonna be able to get his sound. It sounds unique, and that's what I look for in young rappers or artists or whatever they call themselves.
Yeah, well, entrepreneur, whatever comes with the title I'm bringing to the table, Souley 7th Street, and just being a person about the industry. Most artists and rappers, they speak up, but they don't speak up how they feel about the industry, how they feel about the company, about the music. And I think that all of us started at the same time. We just gonna get our due when it's our time, So that's the point of learning and growing as far as the music is concerned every year, and bringing out new artists every year, and people growing into the music from kids to adults.
Okay, bet. And we're going to jump straight back into another piece of this, too. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it rolling because I don't want to have to stop and then might lose something that we're on to. You know what I'm saying? All right, so where's your favorite Tulsa spot to write? And this is 61st questions, which is rapid fire. So it's like boom, 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 boom.
Man, writing the music, I write on the bus. If I'm headed to the studio to go put the song down, I done spent $1,000 trying to put the music down. I'm on the bus writing another song down, and it's that way when you head to the studio. You have your songs so far deep into your mind that it's nothing to rewrite the song a little bit or even put a different twist in the song. So shoot, I may be walking up the street with the phone and just, basically telling myself, hey, I want to do it this way, I want to do it that way, and get to the studio and have it done, have it going.
Okay, we got another one. What's your craziest studio session? What's the craziest shit that's happened at a studio session?
The craziest thing happened in the studio, I make my own beats, you know what I'm saying? So I was at the studio and the engineer was like, oh man, I don't know how I'm change this beat on this song. And I was like, man, I got this, you know what I'm saying? And I had to, put it in the engineer how I work so we can be on the same focus, same track, and just things like that in the studio that was pressuring, but we handle business like artists supposed to. We've been in this music industry a long time, and we've learned how to do the business as it comes, you know what I'm saying, and work as is needed.
Okay, what's one word to describe your grind? Let's go. Serious? Okay. If you had the mayor's ear for 30 seconds, shout out to Mayor Monroe Nichols. Mr. Monroe Nichols. Boom. If you had the mayor's ear for 30 seconds, let's go.
I would think that it's just it's pressure. You know what I'm saying? This city right here, they go through so much from other places, states, and even just the whole country. This city has been put on a map where there's no more, denial of what they represent or what it is going on. So it's a lot of positivity that we got to bring as people, and that's just the truth about what needs to be said.
All right, Souley, I can dig that. Loudmouth, you sound like you want to say something.
Yeah, I think this what's the guy's name? Mayor Nichols.
Speak up, bro.
Yeah, this Mayor Nichols dude. If he wanted to do anything at all, one thing he could do is get a metropolitan hospital other than St. Francis. And I say put it on the north side because the north side needs some economic growth. A metropolitan hospital where everybody can go to work, just like St. Francis. If you work close to St. Francis, you know that would definitely generate a positive direction, like Souley's talking about.
Okay. All right, I'm right back in it, man. We're almost done, man. We got the final word and outro piece. You dig what I'm saying? So, Souley 7, what's the message to the youngsters in Tulsa and to the future?
Oh man, messages, man. Just stay in the education. You know, stay in that world. Don't even worry about what it means to anything. Have a good sense on smarts. Have a good sense with education, intelligence, wisdom. You know, things like that. Knowledge. Just always keep those words in your head at all times. And I think that's the best push. You know, that's what I was really riding with.
Loudmouth?
Only advice I could give to any young person coming up in this grind is if you make $20, save $5.
Yeah. My advice is just to, you know, it's what old folks tell you to do, you know, get a job and just prepare for your future and your life and until you get old. You know, you want these things constantly going on in your head. You want these thoughts constantly being brung to you before anything else. I mean, there's a lot of friends out there and there's a lot of associates, people and things that can better you with business, but you also have to keep your head straight, you know. So to all the youngsters, my best advice would be just look forward with a lot of the educational understanding. That's it. You know, whatever. It could be anything, as long as it's education, math, multiplication, whatever, anything. Just be involved with it for real, and as long as you can.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's a great idea. I say also, too, don't let nobody tell you that you can't do whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about, you know,
Honesty.
you know, you have to be honest with the demonstration, brother. You know, it's not easy. It's not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. You dig what I'm saying? And another thing, this ain't your regular podcast, bruh. This is live from 61st and Peoria, and we bring you the voices that matter. And today is Souley 7.
Man, how serious it is, you know what I'm saying, for me to be here because I put my life online a lot with the music. I go perform, I make my music. I ask people how things are coming for me, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I want from people. I don't want to just make my own music. I want people to make my own music. Show me, you know, what it means and how it affects me if I'm really serious. You know, that's the main thing about serious artists is their feelings are truly into the work, the craft. So it doesn't really make the body of me do anything. It just lets my, you know, creator know how serious I am and what I want to do with the rest of my days.
You serious? Yeah.
So music was the first thing, and music gonna be the last thing.
So your message?
I could have been a carpenter or something. You heard?
You could have jumped off the deep end.
Yeah, I could have been a scuba diver or something. You heard? But
most definitely,
I chose to be a rap artist and making music. As far as learning rap, just growing up listening to NWA and listening to Ice-T, listening to, you know, LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? My mom ain't let me listen to no Luke and none of that.
She ain't let you listen to
she ain't let me listen to none of them rappers. But I mean, I could sneak and listen to a few of them. I couldn't sneak and listen to no Luke.
Yeah, I agree with you. NWA was like, cause I was before all that, as you know. Did I mention? But when I heard Two Live Crew, I was in college. So NWA, They
was
was
going
like in Christmas stockings. Like, you know, we celebrated Christmas. They was in Christmas stockings. NWA put it down West Coast better than anyone. Like, they put it down. So they opened the door for all gangster rap across the world. So that's what people don't get. When you say NWA, that was strong.
Yeah.
NWA opened up for gangster rap across the world.
Yeah.
And so that's what they did for rap and for our culture.
Yeah.
Because that's a big deal in our culture. So when someone says NWA, I always got to give that.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got to give it to them.
Thanks, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, NWA put it down.
This company we involved with, that's the big point of your mindset. That's the big point of why you're doing things. You know, you don't feel involved, but you are involved, and you gotta always look at it that way and speak on a lot of things that can help you go along with the rest of your put-ins and put-outs. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't gonna get heard. So whatever you putting on the table, it may get looked at, it may not.
I came up on some lynch mob too.
You gotta have a big brain. You gotta put people in place that deserve to be in place, and you gotta wait for your time to get what you gotta get. You know.
And I fuck with Mac 10. You know what I'm saying? That whole little crew.
The company, this industry we in is so big and raw now, and it was always big and raw from the get go. So they wasn't letting anybody in anyway. You had to have some kind of, set and some serious belief in what you was doing for people to trust you. So yeah, like you say, Ice Cube, a lot of them guys, all those guys that started off real young, making gangster rap music, and has kept it in their head that that's what they done and that's what they wanted to do, and that's what they were serious and making their life about. That's the people you have to learn from.
And that's big. That's the big thing when you bring this up. They branched out too. Like, yeah, that's the whole thing with me.
Yeah.
Everybody came up in the hood pretty much. If you people of color, that just happens to be in the United States of America. Not all of us, but a great deal of us have.
Yeah.
So when that happened, you gotta be able to branch off. Yeah, you may have started grimy, but branch off into something better.
Yeah.
Always do better.
Yeah. Always do better. Like the rap game, it was always a test. It always tested anybody who tried to speak on it because you didn't know how the game was gonna end up. It could have been bloodshed. It could have been a basketball game. It could have been whatever, but rap music was involved, like you said, with blacks, and blacks always been doing a lot of the things around, the sports.
Hey, I want to shout out.
Acting.
I want to shout out Pyru Mills, Money Hog, them boys from Bompton, my family.
Yeah.
I want to shout them out because they ain't been making music for years.
Yo, we're back at it, man. This is live from 61st and Peoria with your host, 61 Peter Robotic DJ, man. I got Loudmouth the Truth.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
And I got Souley fucking 7. And this is episode, Pressure Makes Diamond, a Souley 7 episode. So Souley 7, we're at the end of the episode, brother. Is there anything you want to do? You want to pop your shit? You want to send some shout outs? You want to say some shit and let some people know that you fucking with 61P and that P is for pressure.
You heard, man. I'm bust a freestyle.
Let me
Go ahead off the dome, you already know I'm never wrong. Led him right, I was strong. Hit him with the left arm, sent him home. Too late, nigga, the tombstone. You got it all wrong, nigga, we fight till you gone. Lights out, nigga, but my lights on. We get it off like you know what I mean. Niggas up on my scene, shooting with the beam. Got niggas
Wishing they could come see me, nigga, my team. Full of nothing but the on the scene. Nigga, what you want with me? 7 walk Souley, I'm gon' get you. I'm gon' hit you. And don't believe it, and I won't get with you. Nigga, I have to take it that way. I don't play the AK broad day. Nigga.
Yo. Y'all heard what the fuck just went down. This nigga just tweaked out on me.
Man, what's wrong with him? You heard?
Went ahead,
Yeah.
put the freestyle on the fuck nigga real quick. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. You know,
Something
that's a
like,
rap. That's a rap, bro.
Yeah, we don't do no, like, if I'm writing this shit down, it ain't really like something I put on like what I think is real.
It's just
like,
a freestyle just to get into something. Okay.
Like, even if I get in the booth, somewhere in my mind, I had it where I had to rap this verse without actually writing it. You know what I'm saying? But not a whole song, just the little verse, little bars.
And who you rocking out with, man?
So that's all I do.
Who you rocking out with right now?
I fuck with all the real niggas.
No, where you at right now? Man?
Right now.
Who you kicking it with right now?
Right now, who I be on the horns with is a few niggas everybody know, a few rappers that come to, a few rappers that did shows with me.
Make sure you get up with me, 61P the robotic DJ, and live from 61st Peoria.
Straight up.